Our most effective alliance, NATO, has taken command of the enforcement of the arms embargo and the no-fly zone.
NATO is an organization that is thoroughly dominated by the United States. NATO is going to be leaning on U.S. assets, so the United States, by any stretch, is not out of this fight. The United States doesn't run NATO, but it dominates NATO, so in a sense, it's still running the show, just not so directly.
Because while our military mission is narrowly focused on saving lives, we continue to pursue the broader goal of a Libya that belongs not to a dictator, but to its people.
We know from AP's reporting in Libya, for example, that the rebel advances in recent days have been quite rapid, and that part of the reason for that is that the airstrikes are helping them. So this is not an offensive mission, as Obama says, but it's also not quite as simple as just looking after civilians. There's a relationship going on that we probably don't understand fully yet, but we know that the rebels are benefiting from the airstrikes, and it's probably enabling them to make advances that they couldn't have made otherwise. So it's a little more complicated, again, than he laid out in his speech.
So while I will never minimize the costs involved in military action, I am convinced that a failure to act in Libya would have carried a far greater price for America.
I think what's interesting here is simply that he did not wait to make that case to Congress, which is not shocking for a president, but as a presidential candidate, he did talk about how that should be done, about how, if you're going to have an effective operation, you have to go to Congress first. So this is simply nothing more than an example of how things change when you become president.